Well, hello everybody, and welcome back to my channel, Subscription Boxes and More with Michelle. And what do I have to share with you today? Well, I have another Emotional Wellbeing Box. We're almost to the end, guys, of my Emotional Wellbeing Box subscription for my year. And that makes me sad, but happy that I was able to get it all this time. So thanks to the wonderful Valerie Valentine, who sends it to me for review from Valentine Studios. And you know I love the artwork on this box. Very cool. But let's open it up and see what we got this time. There's the tissue paper. Look, guys, it's a nice purple color. And it says, thank you. We're glad you're here. And I'm glad I'm here too. Bell's palsy and all. Alright, let's look. Luscious Growth, box 11. So there's only one more to go after this, guys. And I appreciate you taking this journey with me. So let's look at this real quick. Oh, well, let's look what the box looks like after you take that off. You got a little sneak peek there. A lot of it you can see is squiggly wigglies. But anyway, Luscious Growth. Welcome to you, most precious and valuable human being. The theme of this box is the action of surrender to the change that growth creates. As we move forward, allowing ourselves to grow and change, there can arise some discomfort with the unknown. For the practice this month, we will validate and clarify your values that will not change as we counter this discomfort. We will create a solid internal guide as we grow, expand, evolve, and flower. And then it tells you what's in the box. And then it tells you who contributed to the box. And it tells you the result of personal change and evolution. This box is about allowing ourselves the freedom to grow, but not just grow, to grow luscious. Luscious means rich, pleasing, vibrant, opulent, delicious, gorgeous. This is our birthright, to grow and evolve with the power of the force of life that is within every living creature. It is big, and it's what supports every step we take. Life force is continually repairing and growing forward. The past does not equal the future. You are not limited to your past experiences. That is, unless you continually focus on them and shame yourself about them. Then they will continue to repeat until you learn and grow something new. So this collection of boxes has been created with the intention of supporting healing and growth for the emotional well-being of all people. Our biggest success would be to help raise the collective consciousness about effective and appropriate emotional hygiene, the conditions and practices conducive to maintaining emotional health and preventing disease. We can only do this one person at a time, so our biggest desire is that you have been supported and raised by your time spent with your boxes. My dream is that we all become as aware of the principles of emotional well-being as we are of physical well-being and hygiene. We each brush our teeth, clean our bodies, eat, sleep, and know basic wound care. It's time we learn and practice emotional well-being and hygiene. So it goes on about that more. And at the end it says, my deepest desire is that you allow yourself to be your own best friend, that you release and let go of the oppression of perfectionism. I'm still trying. That you find what you're looking for within yourself, that you grow with every experience in positive ways to support your own self-respect and strength. May we all be an example of empowered and luscious growth. And then it tells emotional practice for luscious growth, and tells you about that, and mental practice for luscious growth, and physical practice, and spiritual practice, and relationship practice, and service, work, career, creativity practice for luscious growth. Okay? It tells you, and I'm not going to read all that because you know what? You need to get your own box and find out about it, because I can't do it any kind of justice even if I read all this to you. It just doesn't. You got to get into the box for yourself and experience the box for yourself. All right. So there's something for all your senses in each box, and we start with it's always on top is our tea for the month that goes with the theme, and it's always by Dragonfly Tea House. The perfect cup is pear cincha green tea. It smells good. Look, it always looks so nummy. And it comes with these disposable tea bags with the string to tie it shut, so you don't end up with bits of tea all in your cup. I find a lot of time with tea balls that the small bits go through and I end up with a bunch of bits of tea in my mouth, and that's not pleasant for me. You have a lot less of that with this. You're always going to have a little bit. You have less with it. Also with tea, I brew the same bag with the same tea in it up to 3 times, because subsequent brews are always better than the first one. Just something I learned on a cruise and a tea etiquette thing. And that even is true with your like regular old Lipton tea bags. The second and third brew is usually better because it gives it time to, you know, flower and bloom, and you get the best results. Just telling you, so you know, so you're not throwing away the best tea by not rebrewing. Now, if I'm not going to brew it again right away, I do put the cup with the tea bag in the refrigerator, and I do brew it maybe an hour or so later. I don't keep it all day. I don't keep it to the next day, but I do sometimes over the course of 3 or 4 hours. I might have brewed it three times and drank 3 cups of tea out of the same bag, and it is marvelous. Just so you know, like I said, it's something I learned on a cruise from a tea etiquette class. The next item is something wrapped up, and it's hidden in our squiggly wigglies. There's always things wrapped up. It feels like your birthday or something when you get this box. I love it. And I always keep the stuff like that for crafting, so it doesn't go to waste. Something fell. What was it? I think it was a squiggly wiggly. Alright, let's see. Oh, this is our handmade clay item. Guys, look at this beautiful. You can put a little bud sticking out of there, a little vase, or something like that. A little candle, possibly. So it's rough down here like sand, it feels like. And then at the top, it's glazed a blue color, like a purpley blue color. Isn't that lovely? And remember, guys, this is handmade. Somebody has to make these for every single box. And every box has something made out of clay. Every one. So somebody spends an awful lot of time doing this for these boxes. This is not just something they picked up at Walmart and stuffed in the box. This is truly a work of art somebody made with their own hands. That is amazing to me. Times how many hundreds or thousands of boxes. I love that about this box. So I'm going to wrap that up because I don't want it to get broken. Alright, so let's move some squiggly wigglies out of the way so I can find the stuff in the box. Next we have Blues Band harmonica. Guys, for our sense of sound this time we have a harmonica. Now I don't know how well I'll be able to do this. At the moment it even has instructions. Look at this. This is a nice looking harmonica. Let's get it out and look at it and appreciate it. It even says Hohner, Hohner on it. I guess that's the company. Yeah. Well, I don't know how to play a harmonica, but I don't know. We will figure it out, won't we? Because it has instructions, and maybe it tells you exactly how to do it. That would be cool, wouldn't it? And it's got this nice box to keep it in and keep it nice. I mean, it's a hinged box. I like this a lot. That's interesting. Alright, so next we have our bulb planting kit. There's always something to do with your hands, guys. And this one is a bulb planting kit. Look, flower. Let's read it. As I read it. Welcome. This kit is a simple way to do something with your own hands to support your well-being. The to-do kit box for 11 is to place your paper white bulb into water held by the ceramic planter and care for it until it blooms brightly just for you. Now, if they're talking about the one that's made out of clay, this bulb is definitely not going to fit in there. So, I'm not sure about that. Maybe the root gets down in it? I don't know. Let's find out. The ceramic planter included in this box is lovingly created by hand in Valentine Studios with the specific purpose of holding your bulb from dormant stage through the growth of roots, stems, and leaves to full maturity of radiant flowering. This is the beautiful growth process for each one of us. May we all create a safe container from which to root, grow, and flower radiantly. You are encouraged, in fact, implored to care for yourself in ways that support your highest good. And always remember, the past does not equal the future. Bloom where you are planted and grow beyond your wildest and most sacred dreams. You are supported, valued, and guided every moment by the natural cycle of life itself. I wonder what it is. I'm not sure. I don't know what the flower is going to be. Maybe we're not supposed to know until it blooms. Well, that's really cool, guys. Don't know anything about growing a flower from a bulb, but it has actual directions right here. And so I will check that out and get that planted. So, because certainly we don't want it to die. Next we have in here our oil. So let's read about that. Oh, lavender oil. Oil of comfort and communication. Lavender calms the insecurities that we feel when we risk being with and expressing our true thoughts and feelings. This oil helps us release tension and the bottleneck of communication that can result in worry, racing thoughts, anxiety, and sleep disruption. Lavender encourages emotional honesty and insists that one speak their truth. Through open and honest communication with those we trust, we find the comfort to express our authentic selves. This sharing has the potential to create respectful, inspired, and joy-filled intimate relationships. Suggested use. Include aromatic and topical uses only. Use roller to rub the oil on pulse points. Massage into skin with hands. Cup hands around the nose, not the eyes, and inhale 3 times deeply, and or roll it on the bottoms of your feet and use during meditation or anytime you want support. And then it tells more about the company, that it's doTERRA, D-O, and then another word, Terra, T-E-R-R-A, essential oils. So if you want to look those folks up, I'm going to try to open this without ripping it off the card. I like to keep it on the card and then put it in my journal, attach it there so that I know which oil does what, you know, all of that good stuff. I try to keep it all together, but sometimes they rip off and then I have to reattach them. Ouch. I'm having trouble. This one's really stapled. Oh my goodness gracious. I think I got it open enough to get it out. Ah, it came off. Oh, that figures. I will be stapling that back on later. I like to keep it in there in a way that I can still get the bag open and get it out, but it keeps it together. That's a very nice lavender. I don't have perfume on at the moment, so I can put a little bit on. Yeah, that's very nice. That's a very nice lavender. It doesn't have that kind of underlying alcoholic, chemical kind of undertone. You get just pure lavender, guys. You're not getting like, sometimes the carrier oil, sometimes you can smell that through it, depending on what they use. Very nice. I like that. It just smells just like lavender, and that's all. And that's how I like it. All right. Let's see the next thing. We have a ink pen. We always get an ink pen so we can journal. Luscious freedom to grow, it says. Now, I'm surprised by the color that it's not purple, but that's just fine. It doesn't matter. Learn to meditate and live mindfully with a personal meditation guide right in your pocket on your phone. Headspace.com. Hundreds of themed sessions on everything from stress and sleep to focus and anxiety, bite-sized guided meditations for busy schedules, SOS exercises in each of sudden meltdowns. Try Headspace for free. Download the Headspace app or sign up online to start today. nice. Meditating is something I do like to do, especially when I'm unable to sleep. Okay, next we have our stone, which is going to be Angelite. I don't think I've heard of that. Let me open it up. You know, I like to keep that also tied to in the bag to the card, so I know which stone is what and what their properties are, and I don't want to lose it. So I'm going to loosen up that knot clear to the end, and that'll keep that where I can open the bag and get the stone out when I want to without losing, you know, the card and the what is what and who is who. All right. Fuzz sticking to me. All right. Look at the color of this. Let's see if I can get it against here. Can you see it? It's a pretty stone, isn't it? Sort of a gray purple color. I like that a lot. Let's put that back in the bag and tighten it up so it doesn't fall out. Angelite is a stone of heightened awareness. Love the name of this stone as it evokes angelic light presence. Angelite, in fact, this stone is described as a conduit for communication and commune with guardian angels and guides. This stone emanates serenity and benevolence, providing a focal point for receiving love, guidance, and help from higher planes. This stone is often used to support the development of attunement and spiritual healing. Angelite is found in Peru. That's interesting. It is said to soothe the throat and stimulate higher knowing and connection to our spiritual intelligence. This combination supports clear communication of deep personal questioning and insight of a peaceful and... Sorry, the cats are playing under the tripod. Sorry. This combination supports clear communication of deep personal questions and insight with a peaceful and sensitive tone, avoiding conflict and confrontation. It is an ally to effective, genuine, and kind communication. Angelite is an excellent stone for doing personal dream work, including the understanding and interpretation of the symbolic content of dreams or visions or meditations. Angelite quiets the thoughts and allows for gentle, expanded awareness. Enhanced by a quality of divinity, it can be very soothing during times of challenge, as it is a stone of tranquility and a connector to infinite love. Affirmation for Angelite from the Book of Stones by Simons and... I don't know how to say it. I'm not sure. I am always surrounded by love and benevolence, and I hearken to the inner promptings of my angelic companions. And then it talks about the stones and ways to engage with your stone, like writing out your intention, like on a piece of paper, and place it underneath the stone. Or carry the stones that hold the energies and frequencies that you need most that day. Or hold your stone and affirm your connection to the powers it symbolizes and emanates. Place the stone on a personal altar or bedside table. Make jewelry and wear the stone for the power they so completely give. Thank Mother Earth Gaia for ever present and generous support. Be a strong advocate and steward for our beautiful planet, and walk on our planet with awareness, respect, and reverence, and also bare feet. All right. So that was that, the stone. Where are we at next, guys? That brings us to, we always get a little glassine bag with little affirmations inside, and it's always in the color and the theme of the box. So we have, I embrace new ideas and choose what is right for me. I am growing and evolving I am a growing and evolving multifaceted being. I treat myself with the flexibility to change. Like those. And I always like to keep those in my journal so I can go back and read over those, because, you know, you need to say those a lot, not just once. That also brings us to our candle, which I don't have an example of it. I will try to explain it. I don't have an example in here. I'm sorry, and my battery is dying. So there is 2 sheets of this beeswax, and you can see it's got even the like honeycomb texture to it. And there's your wick, and it's always in a heart shape, which I really enjoy. What you do with this is you heat it up. You can either heat it up between your hands, but I have freakishly small baby hands. I actually put it against my body and put my hand and arm over it and heat it against my skin so that it gets soft, because if you put it in a microwave, let me tell you, you're liable to melt it completely. You want it just to be soft and pliable, but you don't want it to be too soft. And what you do is you take your wick and you lay it across the bottom and you start rolling the first sheet up tightly, but make sure you keep it straight all the way up, okay? And then when you get the first one done, you take the second one and you butt the ends together. You don't want to overlap them. You just want them touching. Where one ends, the next one starts. And then you roll that up tightly around it too. And it makes a votive candle, this high, but about that big around. And it's very nice. And it's in the color of the box. Now, I don't burn mine. I know I should, but I want to keep them forever, the whole collection of them. I actually get other candles, small candles, like votives or little, what they call chime candles or something, in the color. I burn those because I want to keep these ones forever. I enjoy making them, and I like how they look, all together, being the same size, same shape. Then they vary a little bit, depending on how tight you roll it and all of that. But they're pretty much the same. I keep them. I love them. Let me read about it. Periwinkle, that's the color. Periwinkle candle. Light your candle and know we stand connected through the light. This box color is periwinkle, a combination of blue and violet. Its name is derived from the myrtle herb, whose flowers are periwinkle color. Periwinkle is also called lavender blue. The first recorded use of periwinkle as a color name in English was in 1922. Periwinkle can be created by mixing blue, violet, and white until a pastel shade is reached. The color can appear blue or more purple depending on lighting and relationship to other colors. Because it's more of a muted, understated tone, periwinkle has a delicate and feminine quality. It can evoke feelings of innocence, cheerfulness, optimism, and lightheartedness. Colors in the blue family tend to have an overall calming, positive effect on the human mind, and periwinkle is no exception. It is a great option for creating an atmosphere of quiet productivity. It also supports blossoming, friendships, sentimental memories, and everlasting love. Roll up and create this candle with some thought about your own innocence and optimism. Focus on what you want to give to life, visualizing the sweetest good for yourself and for everyone else. Be generous with your kindness, knowing that as you move toward your most inspired self, you manifest more well-being for the collective. Thank you for all you are and all you do. I love that, guys. I really do. All right, so I will be making that later. Let's see, what else do we have in the box? That brings us, I believe, to our actual journaling prompts and stuff. Yep, that's where we are in the box. Let's put things back in so nothing gets lost. Sorry, it's everywhere, and I've got cats that are coming in and out. And I don't want anything from the box to be lost. That would be heartbreaking and devastating. Because, this is my favorite box in terms of emotional well-being and mental health and all of that. This is the best one out there. I mean, I've tried other ones. This one is amazing. You should get it. Just saying. And don't just get 1 month. Get the whole year. Because it's amazing. Alright. So, we have in here our prompts. I have it upside down. We have our prompts and stuff. But we also have our papers in the color of the box. But it's not just the one color. We have lighter and darker. I'm trying to show you. We have an envelope in here somewhere that is for holding right there. You can put secret journaling in there. You can put say tickets or memorabilia, things, pictures, things that are important to you inside of there that maybe you don't want everybody to be privy to, or you just don't want it to fall out and you don't necessarily want to glue it. So there's also specialty papers, which I'm coming to. Aha, look at that one. Oh, so lovely. Keep a grateful heart. It's a beautiful, I think it would have said life, but that's really, really nice there. It's got foiling on it, gold foiling. Let's see if it's got anything on the back. It may, or it may be just white. It's just white, but that's all right. And see, we got more of the colors, and then on the back we have another piece, and it's got gold foiling also. It's so pretty. It's got flowers in the collar. So I'm going to put those back in there, but let's read. Welcome to the journal prompts for box 11 and the theme of luscious growth. The practice of writing and or sketching is in a personal journal is a very effective way to track your personal growth. By examining and processing challenging experiences on a regular basis, you are creating a record that can validate how you have grown and changed. It can be very revealing to witness yourself, to see how what felt so true yesterday may not be as true to or true at all today. Allow this to inform you about others, of how others are changing through their life experiences, and use this knowledge to support practice and compassion for others and for yourself. This box focuses on luscious growth. Growth cannot happen if we limit ourselves to the past. The experience of the past can often appear to be teaching one thing, but are actually leading us to a deeper wisdom. Examples: a job learning a computer program actually teaches tolerance and flexibility. Luscious growth can come in surprising and obscure ways. Our opportunity is to allow ourselves to surrender to all of the experiences of life, even when we are not able to perceive in the moment what is being offered. And this too. And then there's journal prompts. I'll read you one. Write about a past experience that appeared to be one thing and in hindsight was about something completely different. Let's read a different one. Often we slowly learn what we really want by determining what we don't want through painful experience. Describe the things you have learned you really don't want. And then the last one, describe some of the things you think you really do want in the future. And it says, please feel free to share your dreams with our private Facebook group. All right, I didn't read you all the prompts because, again, I think that's kind of cheating. I think that you should get the box. I think everyone should get the box. Everyone should use it no matter where you are in your emotional well-being journey. We all have things we need to work through, no matter how, great we think life is. There are things we all could work through. And we can all reach a higher level of emotional well-being. So I recommend it very highly. Cannot recommend it highly enough. Thank you, Valerie Valentine of Valentine Studios, for sending this box to me for review. And I can't wait to get the last box, but it's going to be bittersweet. But again, just because you work through the box once does not mean that you can't start over and work through and do, either if you still got paper left, or you could make your own and do it again and go through the process again with the materials that you have. You can do it over and over to work through different things as they come up. Or if you don't want to do it in order, maybe you need just a certain color and prompts, group of prompts, and maybe you need to work, in a different order to work through something. But this is definitely something that can be used and reused and reused. You don't have to just go through it the one time. And if you run out of paper, like I said, buy some more, make another book. Sorry, I'm trying to put the squiggly wigglies back to keep them away from the cats. So tell me, guys, what do you think of my box this time? I think, as always, it is absolutely amazing. I don't think it can be topped. If you think there's a better box out there for mental health and emotional well-being, please let me know what it is. I find that this, in my own therapy, my own personal therapy with my therapist, that this box tends to go right hand in hand with what I'm working on at that moment. And there's no way for her to know what I'm working on at that time in this box. There's no way for her to know. But it does. It just goes right with it. And that amazes me. Every month that amazes me. So anyhow, I highly, highly, highly recommend it. It is, I just can't say enough. And it is put together by an actual therapist, art therapist. And yeah, I love it. I would get it forever if there were more years. Of course, I couldn't ask her to send it to me. I would have to definitely pay for it if she, you know, did a year or two. But you know what? I would get it forever if I had the means and the ability. I would do that because I love it that much, and I will miss it terribly when I stop getting it. I'm babbling. I'm always babbling. So anyways, tell me what you think. And do you get it? Do you not get it? Do you wish you got it? It's Emotional Wellbeing Box. And it is, like I said, by Valerie Valentine of Valentine Studios. And I will put the link in the description. And please give me that big old thumbs up, because you know that truly does help my channel. And please, please subscribe. I'm getting closer every day to that 1,000 that I need to actually get monetized, and I would appreciate your help. So in that vein, please share my video with others so maybe they might subscribe as well. You never know. They might want to hear me babble. And speaking of babbling, thank you for watching or for listening to me babble. And I will see you again in a minute in another video. Bye, guys. And I still have Bell's palsy. Yuck. Bye.